3 p.m. Miami time.
Okay.
Cool. So that's Miami is GMT plus -4.
-4. Yeah.
-4.
-5. Oh, okay.
-4. Yeah. So we are 1 hour ahead. Like we're -3. So
yeah, we are 1 hour. No.
Wow,
Yes.
so that's cool.
And Miami changed the time, right? Because I went to Miami once and they have 2 hours less. And
that's weird. Like
no
daylight saving or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Summertime.
I don't know. I have 12 hours difference. It's midnight for me.
No.
Tomorrow.
Like it's gonna be a
But you're 1 day, yeah, one day forward.
Yeah,
what are you
one
gonna
day.
do
You're
tomorrow?
still in 20th. I'm already in 21st.
You're from the future.
Yeah, I'm from the future. Welcome to the future. Yeah, okay, great. Let's start this today's sharing.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So
hang on.
So
we're gonna
there is still the opening.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
This is the third time.
Yeah.
I think you do the opening.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you okay. Let's start recording.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hack-nostr-on workshop. This is episode 12, and Hack-nostr-on is hosted by Hack-a-thon and sponsored by DoraHacks. Aims to encourage more ideas, applications, and problem solving. Hack-a-thon is a Nostr-based decentralized content media protocol, which supports free curation, creation, publishing, and reporting by various medias. And DoraHacks is a global hackathon organizer and one of the world's most active developer incentive platforms. It creates a global hacker movement and provides toolkits to help developers around the world to team up and fund their ideas and builds via hackathons, bounties, grants, and more. And today, today's episode, we have our old friend Augustine and Mariano with their builders called La Crypta community to share more with us on the topic of decentralize and disrupt. Okay, so let's welcome Augustine and Mariano.
Yeah, there you.
Hi guys. What's up?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us here. Shall we start sharing then?
Yeah, cool. Welcome. Can't wait for that.
Thank you. Okay, so then we start sharing. This is our third time. I think people. Hang on.
There we go.
So do you see this? Okay, yeah. There we go.
All right. So again, thanks for having us here. We're going to present the La Crypta community project here. La Crypta is our organization here in Argentina, our community of people, and this is their project. So,
first of all, I would like to add that, sorry, we are building, we're representing other community because we do speak English and most of our community don't. So we're representing most of the work they already done. So
yeah, we're kind of talking on their behalf, so to speak. And actually, there are a couple of members of our community that have joined these Zoom calls. So hi guys. All right, so our community project. Are having sort of badges specific client. Okay, this badges project, this came from sort of like an internal joke. People not really dominating English, and it just kind of became a thing of its own. So the idea here is to have an innovative platform, again, geared specifically towards badges. We're going to focus mostly on achievements and contributions, the achievement and contribution aspect of badges. We're going to be using badges as event attendance markers, sort of a POAP replacement based on Nostr. I'm going to try to focus this on gearing towards community engagement and community engagement management. Okay, so let's talk about
hang on.
there we go.
Yeah.
The Badges main application areas. So Badges was very much targeted to their having a very intuitive interface. Again, the fact that it's a very narrow scope helps a lot there, because you have like a very discrete semantic to what you want to communicate. We're going to be targeting community boosting, like boosting community engagement, community actions in general through badges, sharing badges. It's going to be geared towards event organization. You're going to be able to create your own event, your own attendance list, stuff like that. And it's going to feature awards, specific awards that can be collected, for instance. And it's going to have giveaway tools, like, for instance, for airdrops or airdropping badges to your community members. And another application area we identified is educational certifications. Say you're giving a course on Nostr, for instance, and you can get your badge that functions more like a title. You get your certification that you attended that course and that you have the required knowledge. Now, the set of features a community kind of wish list, so to speak, are very customizable user profiles, search interaction with badges in particular. You're going to have a whole badge creation flow. We're going to see a bit of that in a moment. The ability to define collections and collectible badges within those collections, sort of like a collectible hunting sort of functionality.
So mutable and immutable badges that we already proposed.
We're gonna be leveraging our proposition for like the very first time we spoke
with Nomad.
Yeah, the immutable badges in IP. That's what actually unlocked the whole certification side of all of this. You're going to be able to customize your user profile. You're going to be able to choose which badges you show, which ones you hide. We're going to have a whole verification system. On the one hand, boosted through NIPO 5, and on the other hand, through community flows. As I mentioned, we're going to have a tool for giveaways and airdrops. Let's say we have a party here where we're going to be airdropping badges to people here. Another very useful, actually, functionality is the badge batch tools, in which you're going to be able to create a whole lot of badges, let's say a badge per community member, and you're going to be able to do that just by providing a list of pubkeys. And also the whole badge system boost aspect, in which you can sort of navigate through badges. You're going to have badges related to one another, either through their definition or through who's their holder, and you're going to be able to navigate all of that ecosystem.
Do you have a good, pretty nice UI dashboard, to make badge management? That would be a very important thing to do, because the current way we do badges is really simple.
Yeah, it's a very pedestrian
approach.
And finally, we're all very excited about AI, so we said, hey, let's throw that into the mix, and kind of integrate AI assistance for the designing of the badges themselves. Now, along with this list of features, we have identified, when I say we, I mean the community, okay? We have identified two specific like subproducts, so to speak. Now, the very first one is the Discord bot. The idea here being that there are a whole bunch of Discord bots, and we're just going to be adding one more to the mix, and that's going to be integrating with the badges client. So the idea here being that certain actions in your already existing Discord community will be mirrored and will have an impact in your badges presence. Let's say community call attendance, different engagement levels, different achievements within the community, whatever you choose to design. The second subproduct that we identified are the Tamanostridge. So
I love them.
once upon a time, there were these tiny things called Tamagotchis, which were like before the cell phone era. And you would have like a sort of a virtual pet, which you would have to feed and keep happy. Thing like a Sims, but like really, really basic. Now, the idea here is that through mutable badges, we can kind of expose the same gamified experience to users, and they will be getting Tamanostridges from community managers so that you can care for them and show them off.
This is a really cool thing to do, because you will be able to develop like a user experience whenever you visit another user's profile, and you can just feed their own pet or interact with them. This is a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, let's say you have your Tamanostridge, and I have my Tamanostridge. Agustin has his Tamanostridge, and I visit his profile a lot of times, so our Tamanostridges become friends. You're gonna log a whole lot of gamified experiences within that subproduct. Really like this one. All right, so let's take a look at what the UI would look like. Now, our community developed a Figma wireframing and a mockup. Figma is like quickly becoming industry standard for rapid prototyping of UI and UX experiences.
For collaborative development, there's a team, like everybody is developing live, so it's a very good.
Yeah, and we actually had that happen here at the community, where more than one person was editing the UX flow at the same time. Now, what you see here is a mock-up of what the homepage, so to speak, would look like, and you can navigate this without logging in, without having any sort of connection. But we do prefer you do that through Nostr Connect. You can see the signing link, like right
on
here,
top,
on the top right.
Yeah.
You can search the already existing badges collections, and you can just navigate through the homepage. Now, the actual browser, you can look at all the badges that were created. Once you're logged in, you can create your own. And what we targeted here were different sort of templates. Not all badges are created equal. You may have a badge for, hey, you met me, or you attended this event, or I liked what you do, so here you go, you get a badge. And the wizard will sort of guide you through all the steps required. Again, this is a very narrow use case, so that allows us to be much more to have a much deeper experience, more targeted experience.
And this, I'm sorry, like the badges, this use case to create a badge whenever you meet someone, this actually is a very cool thing to do. It's very popular in Web3 communities, so we already test this in the field.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but most of our community comes from the Web3 wave, so to speak. So a lot of the functionalities that you see here are merely kind of bringing Nostr on par with already existing Web3 functionalities in the wild. So this is like a win. Lastly, the profile itself, the UI for the profile, you would have your own customized profile. You can change this profile any way you want, and this is going to be leveraging Nostr's own user metadata. This is not going to be hosted in any server of ours. This is just going to be hosted in the greater Nostr ecosystem. You'll be able to manage your collections, define your collectibles, go collectible hunting, and expose however many badges you want in your user profile. Now, to get a taste of what the Discord bot would look like, this is like on Discord mocap, and you would have the specific Discord bot. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving, but this guy here, this is the Discord bot. Now, the Discord bot would interact with users both in general channels and through DMs, depending on which sort of information it's going to be feeding you back. And the idea here is that you can connect with the Discord bot simply by invoking your pub key. So the Discord bot will know that such and such Discord user actually has this specific pub key associated to it. This is a very simple signing flow. We can talk about more complicated ones further down the road, but this works. Now, whenever you perform a certain set of actions within the Discord community, you will be awarded different levels of badges, for instance. So in here, what you can see is interaction between the Discord bot through DMs with a particular user, in this case, Ceci. So the Discord bot will let you know, hey, you leveled up, you wrote such and such many words, so you get a new level, for instance. And here you can see like in a quick glance what the interaction with the Discord bot would be. You get notified in the general channel, you get a DM letting you know, and that gets immediately reflected in Nostr, and in particular in the badges profile.
This is a cool thing, because even though we have a badges dashboard here, this is Nostr. So this lives the Snort does provide badges compatibility. So even though you don't use badges itself, your profile will be reflected as well. So you get the level here. I don't know if it's seen, but you can just promote other community or service, or even get paid if you get a badge there. So there are a lot of features you can just put on top badges.
Yeah, there are a lot of use cases that can be explored, from publicity to your own swine. Okay, so the community also prepared a roadmap for this. So the very first two steps, the research and the UI UX, are mostly done. I would say research is pretty much done, and UI UX we still need to iterate a few more times, but the general idea is kind of solidified. The next step would be to actually develop the front end. This is only just a mock-up. Next, we are going to start implementing the features we mentioned. Then we're going to probably in parallel with all of this, we're going to be developing the Discord bot. This is not particularly hard to do. Discord bots are pretty easy to code, and we can then start brainstorming about what services we can enable through this badges and Nostr integration.
This, I think it's worth to mention that the services actually, this is at the POAPs actually that is very popular in Web3. It makes a lot of people just go claim the stuff. We are 38 years old, so we probably are not the target, but most of the people are 20-ish. So they do claim those stuff, and they use it for networking, for like building communities. So you could just promote. You would have the service to be able to promote an event if you like, or a collection. So you do have, once you have the users, you will be able to promote other stuff.
Yeah. So wrapping up, the badges project provides a very unified user interface for badges management, community management. It's a very community-centric set of functionalities. It does feature Discord integration. It gets you, it provides you with immediate feedback, and immediate feedback for your actions and immediate rewards. So you get that that endorphins look going, and it will unlock a very, very tight, very tightly knit community engagement. Furthermore, it is a very open-ended design, and this enables great flexibility. All right, so here's the thing. This is not a project submission.
No, it's not.
This is a very cool thing that happened within the community. We do want to pursue this. We are formally entering this into a competition, but this is not precisely our project submission. Our community is our project submission. So let's talk a bit about that. Who is La Crypta? Well, La Crypta is a very diverse set of people. We are mostly Argentinians and Venezuelans, Venezuelans living here in Argentina. We do have some other nationalities here and there, but we're mostly Argentinians and Venezuelans, with very, very diverse backgrounds. We have car mechanics, we have developers, designers, we have students. There's a whole bunch of different people here at La Crypta, and we all share a set of goals, very synergetic goals. We don't share all the goals. We're not all going in the same direction. We are going in complementary directions, and that actually kind of shows. And in the development of this hackathon project, of the badges hackathon project, actually that diversity and that synergy really showed. We do have a common history, particular both Venezuela and Argentina have history of very bad economical decisions in general.
One of the worst governments in the world. We share that in common.
Yeah. But we also share a lot of cultural aspects and community aspects together, so that really brings us all in. We do have a virtual presence. This is the La Crypta Discord server. We're a very, very welcoming community. Everyone is welcome. It's a very high engagement community. It's getting more and more gamified as we move along. We have around 600-ish active users, and it's steadily growing. And you can see a very multicultural exchange happening day in and day out. We're very welcoming of external community members. We believe that you don't make a great community by standing on top of other communities and keeping them down, but rather traveling together. There's this great African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So we kind of leverage our community politics around that. But we also do have a real life presence.
We're actually there.
Yeah, we're actually, well,
like behind this.
Yeah, on the back side of this. This is the La Crypta building itself. It's located in one of Buenos Aires' most quiet, safest neighborhoods. It's a really beautiful borough here. I wish we could show you more. It's a very, very cozy place to meet and greet people and just hang out. Think Hogwarts common rooms, like that.
Exactly.
And we have already hosted several 150 plus people events. We had a bitching Halloween party.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
We are very proud of that.
We're very proud of that Halloween party. It did turn out great. So here at La Crypta, we believe that although the ones kind of presenting all of this stuff is mostly Agustin and myself, our team is our community. We really do see our community as our extended team. We feed off of them and we give back to our community, because that's what we really believe has a very deep value proposal, so to speak. We share a lot of core values. We have actually 7 core values here at La Crypta.
We do, and we do respect them. We do most of the
yeah. So we're not going to go deep into it, but we do have a set of core values that we all adhere to, and they're like a prerequisite to be a part of the community. As I mentioned, we are very multidisciplinary. We have a whole bunch of different walks of life, so to speak, with complementary skill sets. And it is very important that we eat what we cook. If we develop, I don't know, an app for event tickets or whatever, we use that. We use our own apps. We use our own protocols. When we set out to make something happen, we cook it in-house and we use what we cooked.
We take the whole experience of the product.
Yeah.
Like we do.
Yeah,
respect that.
And that actually has allowed us to identify a lot of improvement opportunities and bugs and to be had features from our own internal testing, so to speak. We ourselves are first wave Bitcoiners, and we do believe that coexistence is the way to go with our younger Web3 members. I think that most, if not all, of our most active members come from the Web3 community, and we do believe in synergy there.
One of our core values.
One of the core values is synergy. Yeah. So, what are our goals? Where do we want to go from here? Well, our members here gather for very many different reasons. Most of them want to learn new stuff, crypto, programming, whatever, even English. Most of them want to connect. They just want to be around people their same age or their same interest. They want to be entertained, and we are great entertainers. They're seeking employment or offering employment, and they also want to build something bigger in a way, and build a team. Team building is perhaps not the precise word to communicate that, but it's building something bigger than yourself.
And most of the people of the community, they do eager to develop, to learn. Like, we have a very, very powerful community in that sense.
Yeah. So regarding learning, we already hosted in here. You can see like the inside and the outside of La Crypta. We're actually like right over there.
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
no.
sorry.
So this is daylight. We use all the day. This is daylight, and this is in the night.
Yeah, because we have daylight events and we have night events here as well. We already hosted several educational sessions from either from third parties, where we share our space, or our own educational sessions. There's also there's always like sort of meet and greet section of our gatherings, where we'll just stand around, have a drink, connect with each other. A lot of great connections have been made here. Still no marriages, same from La Crypta though, but you know, people want to not yet. People want to get together through common interests, sharing the same language. We have an advantage here in Latin America in general, that a whole bunch of different cultures in different countries actually speak the same language. That's a huge win. And we're all here because we actually do share the same core values.
Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah. The first language in the world spoken, the first spoken language is, I think, is Chinese Mandarin. And the second one is Spanish. It's more spoken than English, actually. That's its third.
Yeah. So, all right. So
let's move on. So this is connecting part. These are actually real pictures. Like we have a big park, so people gather there.
Yeah, it looked kind of, it was an overcast day, not a great photo. Entertainment. We hosted movie nights, game nights, every Friday, except for today. We host asados, asados like barbecues.
Barbecues, yeah.
So we regularly schedule community meetups. We regularly share Discord contests. We have a ranking level within our Discord community. When the FIFA World Cup happened, we streamed that from La Crypta. We have like a huge screen, and people were welcome to just join us and share a drink and share a game. In the aspect of employment, the Discord server has a specific job board section where employment opportunities are both shared and offered. This is actually it's gaining steam with every day. And the team building aspect, we have a community that self-engages in the sense that they have, they can organize internally by themselves. We do push them somewhat, but people are happy to just jump into the voice room and just talk it out. Just organize themselves around their own interests. And what we actually plan to do is develop tools so that they can do that even more. Like There are a lot of projects in the works, all of them geared towards empowering our own community to be much more of a community. Now, what have we done so far from a community point of view? Well, the path we already walked includes a whole bunch of Bitcoin onboarding. We are like a broken record Bitcoin onboarding. We do have a self-hosted node. It's right over there, and a Raspberry Pi, and we plan on having workshops where people can, acquire the Raspberry Pis and just set up their own node so that they can be sovereign themselves.
Every project we do make, we always take in account that it should synergize with all others. So we like Huddle.r is one of the other projects we are presenting. So yeah, we always try to make people learn what they're doing. I think we got the biggest Nostr community in Argentina, actually, because anyone that just speaks about Nostr, we just like take him inside our community. So we got a lot of people being on board every day with the Nostr. And also with Huddle, that they do have an NIP 05.
Yeah, we hosted several community calls where we would onboard people live, say, okay, just download this, set it up. We're just going to do it all together. And our Nostr presence within La Crypta is it's steadily growing. So for instance, here's a funny story. So one of our members asked for a delivery of, I don't know,
actually,
hamburger.
Well, we done a really fun experiment in Twitter, actually, where we wanted to make a lightning torch that we just start sending lightning and people, and we were making a collection.
A collection.
And when we reached several amount, we bought a hamburger for a member of us. And the one that took the hamburger, when we made the delivery, he tipped the guy with Lightning Network, and he onboarding the guy. So whenever we say, and we're not kidding, when we say we eat what we cook, we are really serious about this. We are really passionate about this. And I don't know if we're familiar with the Wololo, but we always try to spread the word of Bitcoin, Nostr, decentralization every day. So it's not just when we're working, it's every day.
Yeah, it's not like we eat what we cook within La Crypta only. We eat what we cook in real life, so to speak, in the wild. All right, so that's the community, that's who we are. But I want to take a few seconds, well, a minute or so, to speak about
these are the people behind
the hackathon itself. Now, these are 8 of the most active members that were involved in the design and development of the Badges project that we presented at the beginning of this call. All of these people have a Hodlar, Nostr. These are not mails. These are NIP 05 handles.
And Lightning address handles as well.
Yeah. So if you want to tip them.
Yeah, you're welcome to tip them as well.
So all of these guys got together and mostly self-organized in trying to come up with the Badges project. These are the minds behind the Badges project.
We're really proud of them.
We're extremely proud of them. And one of the reasons we're extremely proud of them is because of the hackathon journey. The hackathon journey they underwent was actually quite amazing. Before, like, let's say 2-3 months ago,
they didn't have any knowledge whatsoever. They didn't even know what
Nostr was. Most of them had no prior hackathon experience. It was their very first hackathon. Some of them already had participated in a couple. They didn't have a previous working relationship. They were just people hanging out in a Discord server, just for shits and giggles.
And as we said, it's a very diverse audience. So some of them have 20, some of them they have 48. It's really wide because and there are people that they want to learn from just their first job or hackathon, and some of them they are just making their old job be rocked with these new technologies and exciting community.
And what they achieved, like at the conclusion of this hackathon, what they achieved was they became self-organized, focused. They set their own goals. They negotiated their own features, like within themselves. They did all the requirements research, both from the user perspective. Again, as I mentioned, most of them come from the Web3 world, so they already had some requirements there, but they needed to make that work within the Nostr ecosystem. So there was research to be done on both ends. And they self-organized, they brainstormed, they came up with the Benches project. Again, people that didn't know jack about Nostr, people that most of them had never worked on a hackathon. They had never worked together. And the fact that that actually did happen blows my mind in a good way. Like it's amazing that together we were able to foster a community that allowed this to happen. So is that it? No, but wait, there's more.
Even more.
So let's talk about Bitcoin Pizza Day. Bitcoin Pizza Day, it's one of Bitcoin's most iconic days. I'm going to celebrate that with a huge party, actually tomorrow.
Yeah, the Bitcoin Pizza Day, it's not a mistake. We do know that it's 22 May, but we did it before to be able to make the demo tomorrow, you know?
Yeah, there are a whole, yeah, Yofu?
Yeah, continue. I just, wow.
Oh,
all right. So there's several reasons. Firstly, a lot of communities are already doing their things for Bitcoin Pizza Day, and we both want to be there and don't want to compete with them. We want to collaborate with them. So we took the opportunity. Tomorrow is a Friday. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow is Saturday.
I don't know what day.
Your Sunday.
Yeah, your Sunday. Hong Kong Sunday. Tomorrow is a Saturday. Most people are free. We're gonna get much more people to come. And 22 is a Monday. Mondays, people hate Mondays.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of events on Monday, so we want to go to them. We want to collaborate with them. We don't want to one up each other. We would much rather collaborate. So this event, we will live stream this event from La Crypta. Okay, exactly. So we're gonna set up a feed, and people will be just saying hi to the camera and stuff like that. It's gonna be synced with the Miami Nostr-on event. That's another of the reasons why we
because
tomorrow.
What we're gonna do is put a large screen with all the people there with the camera. So whenever you want, we can just sync between. Even that we were gonna make the 2 demos tomorrow, but we can just chat whenever you want. So if you say, okay, I want to chat, we have a microphone, and we're gonna make a full, if you want, a full visit like Crypta inside, and you can ask and you can see what we need to do.
That's super cool. That's super cool. We can try that.
Yeah, definitely. If you have a feed for the Miami Nostr-on, we just set up the feed. We have a projector there. We can just
there is some screen in the venue. We can set that. Yeah.
Yep, totally. So another aspect of the Bitcoin Pizza Day is it's going to be community driven and fueled. Of course, we're going to have pizza. Now, I don't know how to work a pizza oven. We do have some people that
have voluntaries that they
we do have a pizza oven, but we don't know how to work it necessarily. So voluntary members of the community voluntarily said, hey, sure, I can give you a hand. I know how to work a pizza oven. So, all right, just do it. It's fine. They're encouraged to bring their own friends and families. It's a very community fueled event in and of itself.
There's more than 150 people invited. They already signing in
something.
Yeah, they already signed in Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's gonna be a Bitcoin only event.
Just
okay?
Bitcoin.
So you can only you're expected to pay for your pizza. Come on, we're not Rockefeller. So you're expected to pay.
You want pizza for 72 Bitcoin?
No, we're just gonna it's gonna be just a couple of sats. But you're expected to pay through Lightning. That's why this brings us to our next point.
Yeah,
which is there's going to be a massive Lightning and Nostr onboarding happening before and during the party itself. It's the only way you're gonna get your pizza, your beer, your whatever.
there's no way you won't access any of the things if you don't like.
Yeah.
Well, as we said, you have to eat what you cook.
Yep.
So we were sending an email campaign for several to make them have the wallet installed, or we actually have LN-Bits wallets, which are really fast to make the onboarding. Yes, fast to set up. You just click a link, put your name, you already have a wallet there installed. We're gonna we're gonna make some stats giveaway, and we're gonna explain them how to buy some Bitcoin Lightning sats.
All right. So lastly, now truly lastly, how are we gonna go about price distribution? We didn't really talk about price distribution in our other presentation because it was mostly asked, and we can just chat it out.
And I'm sorry, like, bear in mind that all these people that are voluntary, they are not paid. So
No.
they are putting their effort, their time, and they are gonna come here. Even though most of the people live in Argentina, but they all live in Argentina, we are not everybody is like a couple of blocks. No, they're not. Yeah, exactly.
The greater Buenos Aires area it's really deep.
Yeah.
So we do need to talk about this because prize money is not gonna go to us, it's gonna go to them. And here's like a sketch of how we're going to do it. We're going to develop, and actually we've been thinking about this for quite some time now. We're going to develop an anonymous voting within Nostr system. Think about the unofficial NIP 69, which deals with polls, but we're going to put some really state-of-the-art cryptography on top of that, in particular, thing called linkable ring signatures. If you want to check it out, we are still investigating that.
That would be a very, very cool name.
Yeah, and if that works out, you're going to be hearing from us in an IP. And we're going to allow members to grade their preferences in a way that, for instance, let's say we three, Yofu, Agustin, and myself, are working on a project. And each of us is going to do a 360 qualification of how much they think each of us contributed to the project. And we're going to do that at the hackathon community scale. And the idea here being that there's going to be very transparent rules. It's going to be very, very clear what we're doing. Anyone can verify this. Again, don't trust, verify. That's pretty much the sketch of what we want to do with the prize money here. It's going to go directly to our community.
And it has to be, we take into account that it has to be a very, very fair price distribution. So we are not the ones who are going to make the proper distribution. Like they have to score themselves.
They're going to self-determine
exactly
how it's going to be distributed.
But the problem we got with that is the people, even we are going to make range voting, and well, we're not going to talk about that, but
that's huge.
So the problem is it should be anonymous. So it's a really big deal to make something to be anonymous and to make sure that don't double spend. Like, so that's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah. All right. So now, after all of that, this truly, I promise, this is it. So we give the mic over to you, Yofu, and ask us whatever you want. I just leave this up here.
Exactly.
Gracias.
Very well.
Very well.
I just Googled it.
But it's exactly, it sounds like you did.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, Agustin and Mariano. And wow, your community is amazing. I just tried to Google to translate. Wow, this is an amazing community into Spanish, but it's too long. It's over my limit. I cannot. Yeah, thank you. And I think all the audience, all the people in the YouTube live, they really exciting. I think from the community, there were two comments said. First one is we would like to thank you for giving space and voice to our community, and thank you so much for let us share our small beautiful bubbles with you. Wow, that's great. And another one is said, I'm one of those who wants to learn English. Yeah, that's great. I think you really have a great community, and so I have some questions. That's how many members in your community?
So we have 600
615 members
in the Discord community. Not everyone is as active, of course. We have lurkers, as any community does, but our community meetups, like in vivo, so to speak, like in site, regularly get like about 50 people coming here.
Yeah, kind of, because we are in different social networks. We have a we are in Instagram. We have a 3K something, and Twitter we have 2K. But most of the we do value Discord community because they are more near us. Like they do communicate, and are the ones that probably come to the events.
I mean, both Instagram and Twitter and social networks in general are very unilateral. It's you communicating stuff and perhaps engaging in some tiny conversation, but it's you who's setting the pace. And we don't want to be those guys. We don't want to set the pace. We want to foster an environment where anyone can say whatever they like and engage in whatever manner they are more comfortable with.
Yeah, wow. While you're doing the slides, I saw one page that said, in your Discord that you can log in with your public key. What are used for?
That was a mock-up, actually. That's a mock-up of the Discord bot component of the badges project. Let's get
there. Hang on.
The person.
Yeah.
This one you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're gonna be doing there specifically, it's you're gonna be writing a Discord comment, and our bot is gonna be listening to that and say, "Oh, so that's your pub key? Cool. So I know who you are because you're the one sending the message from Discord's perspective, and this Discord user is gonna get associated this Nostr key." So let's say the bot says, okay, I need to award you with, I don't know, some emerald badge of whatever. So the bot knows that that emerald badge of whatever should go to that pubkey because it's yours. It's a link between your Discord persona and your Nostr persona.
And you should be able to link the other way around, because anybody could just say, okay, this is my pub key. And
that's what we mentioned with more complex flows.
Exactly.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah. I get it. So I suddenly have a imagination that if the Discord can imbue the Nostr client in it, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would actually, it's not really hard to set up something like super hackish that would just post messages to Discord from a certain set of filters on Nostr. The problem with Discord is that the interface they provide you with is very narrow. There's not a whole lot of things you can do within their interface. So for instance, logging in with Nostr would be a huge win, but we don't get access to the login flow in Discord.
Actually, the API doesn't give you, the API is quite extensive, but some of the things you're not able to do, for example, you're not able to get the user profile bio. So first we thought about doing the Discord bot, taking in account your NIP 05 in your bio, but you don't get that. So you could, we were talking about making our own Discord in Nostr. You could definitely do that.
There are a lot of things that we can, a lot of synergies to be
with
had.
bots or whatever you like.
Wow, that would be cool. Augustine, you're developer also, and Mariano?
Yeah, we're both. I'm a front-end developer and Mariano is back-end.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. That's super cool.
Yeah, we'll complement each other.
Yep.
Real well.
Wow, that's cool. So this community or this all of your three this builds, this submissions is your fully working on that or just your part-time job? You have another work?
No, this is sort of like a, let's say, hybrid submission. When we started, we said, okay, so we're going to submit the badges client to the client's truck. But then it was like the clients themselves, although it's super cool and we will pursue the badges client one way or another, we realized that what was cool about it was not the client, was the community behind the client. And that was the important aspect of it. So that's why we're submitting this on the community track instead of the client track. The client itself, super cool, going to do it. This is just a set of Figma mockups. We're going to do it, but it's not the main, it's not the important part. If instead of a client, we would have had the community develop, I don't know, a relay or an NIP. It would still not have been the important part. The important part was that they got together and they made it happen, whatever that is.
And one of the things important is so we got the La Crypta. We started the La Crypta. We have the founders of La Crypta, and we develop a business model with different kind of I don't know, like services, like auditing or whatever. And we would like to give this kind of service to the community itself, not only to be able to foster their efforts, but also to be able to help them find investment or to be able to mentor them. So we have a very synergy with the community. We are like kind of a company, but a community. We are trying to define that all the time.
We want them to succeed.
Exactly.
Basically.
That's cool. That's cool. And yeah, I was thinking that when you just said, oh, you one of the slides also you said that before this hackathon, some members of this community don't have the experience in this hackathon, and after this they a lot of achievement. And how did you know this hackathon is happening, this Hack-nostr-on?
I think I got it in I was browsing in Iris. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure, but I think someone posted about it, and we said, okay, this is really cool because this kind of format to have a hackathon to be run in a month and a half, it's quite a very good thing.
Yeah, it's a better pace, so to speak. It's less schizophrenic than just cramming 48 hours of work. This more sedate pace allows us to deliver higher quality proposals.
Actually, I'm sorry, this wouldn't even be possible if you do it in just 1 or 2 days. No way.
And we started working on our end, and then said, hey, we should tell guys about it. So we started promoting this on our Discord server, and people seemed engaged, seemed interested. So like, hey guys, why don't you present something? And they liked the idea. They started working on that, and this is the result.
And they're really excited about hackathon.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They really
they
like
want to make another one all the time.
Oh, and one thing that we didn't mention is we planning on running our own hackathon here in La Crypta. Perhaps perhaps we need like a couple of weeks to blow up steam.
Yeah, but we're gonna burn out.
Yeah,
like,
this is gonna be this were a really intense month, a really intense couple of weeks. So we need to chill out a bit. But after that, we plan on running our own hackathon locally here, perhaps even virtually to the world.
Oh, that would be cool. That's cool. And yeah, speaking about this hackathon, yeah, when we are planning, we're doing this collab with with the DoraHacks, we're thinking, oh, first we think, oh, if we setting the time is so short, maybe it's not enough for developers, for builders, for everyone to participate or prepare for this. And so we say, oh, what about we make it longer? And this is only the round one. And what we plan to do is to do this. There will be round 2, round 3. It's upcoming, and yeah, that's a purpose. I think this lead to good results. Like you said, it's everyone got the time to prepare and to even from the start to prepare this is enough. So this lead to some high quality and this kind of builds. Yeah, and yeah.
Even from a practical perspective, you can just look at all the troubles we have coordinating different time zones.
Yeah.
If we want to cram that into 48 hours, it's going to be impossible.
It wouldn't work.
So if you want to go global, you need to use a more sedate pace. And I think it was a great decision on your behalf.
Yeah, and feel free to invite us if you want some help to, I don't know, make some judges or whatever you want in the community. We are like, we excited to participate on that.
Yep.
Wow, that would be cool. And I think yeah, we can have more of this collaboration. There's a lot of possibilities. I can see, I can feel. And yeah, I have another question is when you're showing the pictures of you have some teaching or some sharing in the yard, right? That's super cool. What is a topic you're sharing, or you have this educational sessions?
Well, the pictures on the left are from an event we lended the house to. What's the
we did a Bitcoin.
Bitfinex.
Yeah, we did a Bitcoin masterclass that was sponsored by Bitfinex. This is Crypto Bastardo, which is an influencer here.
A Latin American influencer.
A Latin American influencer here. Yeah. Everything is done in Spanish, like of course, my native language. And this one is actually an event that we talked about our digital currency. We actually built a digital currency that is called Peronio. It's an ERC20. It runs in Polygon, and what it's meant to be is to show the central bank, our central bank in Argentina, that we can do with the smart contract. We can do a better currency than them. We have 100% inflation rate in our native national currency. So it actually wasn't that difficult to prove the concept.
I mean, 2,000 lines of code can do the work of 2,000 people
exactly
in the central bank. It is
wow,
not because people, it's because they take terrible decisions.
Yeah, so people just learn about the experience. It was kind of it's still running. It's actually like a meme coin but even it's meme coin, it's much
So
better
useful.
than it's useful. It's USDT backed and has like 10% interest rate on top of that. So it just like kills the peso, our current national currency.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and I got another question. I'm not sure if you can. It's okay to answer it. It's how did you get funds your community?
Okay, so first of all, we took some of our money to just run all the stuff. We got people that collaborate and just
lend stuff,
lend stuff and lend money. They do believe in our project. As we said, we are 10 years Bitcoiners, so we do know a lot of people that do believe in our movement. So people just come. Some of the events we do charge tickets. And like for the community, as we said, like it would be very a very nice thing to get the price of the hackathon. It would be a funding, but for them actually that would be for them. But the sponsorship, we got funded by the sponsorship. We got some of different sources of revenue.
Oh, I get it.
Everything, we didn't get any seed capital or something like that.
No.
Oh, okay. So just kidding answer. You can say we are rich.
We aren't.
Are you guys Satoshi?
No.
Yeah, I just have 2 million Bitcoins in my wallet. Don't worry.
Just casually around, you know, small change.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, that's really fun. And I think this is all the question I have. It's really enjoyable for this chatting with you guys. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks.
We as well.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
I already know you like we're friends.
Yeah, it's literally I really got this feeling. It's well when today before this workshop starts, I was thinking, oh, there was a workshop. I think, oh, it's Augustine and Mariana. Oh, I don't feel nervous. I don't feel nervous at all. I just feel, just feel like we know each other for a long time and just chill.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's
So
open
you
up.
should
Yeah, no,
down
okay.
under here to Buenos Aires.
Yeah, whenever you like. We're actually gonna make so just a question. The Nostr-on you're making tomorrow. So you do this all every month?
But what do you mean, the meetup, the offline?
Yeah,
meetup?
the meeting. You already did one in April.
Yeah, we're planning to, and next stop is not decided yet, and I cannot say, but we plan to have this
Okay.
a long term, like this hackathon. We want to make it a long term one. That's yeah. I think this is a good thing, because like last month happened in Hong Kong. That's this kind of offline meetup, the atmosphere, the feeling, the connection people build is really different from online. This kind of
Yeah.
yeah, it's much better. Yeah. If got the opportunity, really hope that we can have one of this kind of meetup in Argentina.
Definitely, like come here, like we're eager to do that.
Yeah, maybe I only have 2 days flights. That'll be okay. Yeah.
I promise it will be worth it for the asado.
Yeah, that's I really want to go, but you know, it's the opposite side of the globe. It's really far.
Literally the antipode.
But you already have to, if you go to the States, you have a lot of flight as well, right?
Yeah, but
it's usually the transfer in US.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. And I think we can keep in touch in Telegram or anyway. I don't know, you don't use that much because you respond very delayed. Like, oh no, don't disappear, don't leave.
Because we were completely swamped with the
Really?
presentation, with finishing up stuff for the hackathon. Once the hackathon finishes, I promise we'll be much more lively in Telegram.
Okay, that would be cool. Yeah, I think we can working on much stuff. Thank you.
Yep.
Gracias.
Let's
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think this
Okay.
is all we have for today.
Okay, let's see you tomorrow then, because we're gonna do 2 demos. Yeah, and we're gonna do the live stream. So we're gonna see you in a couple of hours then.
Yeah, it's in 1 day more for me.
1 day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, and we keep updates on Telegram.
Exactly.
Sure.
Okay,
So-
cool. Thank you very much, Yofu.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you for everyone. Thank you for
Yeah.
your sharing. See you tomorrow on the event. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.